especially with this IMDRF membership, etc., and this whole wanting to be making it more harmonized to global standards. What are the steps BIS is taking to ensure that the standards which are getting evolved for those 240 plus categories are in line with the globally accepted standards? And also, what is it that the BIS is doing to ensure that the adoption of those standards is seamless by all the industry participants?
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Shishir. Very pertinent question. I will start with the fact that Bureau of Indian Standards is the national standards body of India and has been developing Indian standards across the sectors. And these Indian standards are basically voluntary in nature unless they are referred to in a regulation, so mandated by the Government of India for compliance, or they form a part of the contract between two parties. MSD department of BIS has been developing Indian standards. So the full form of MSD is Medical Equipment and Hospital Planning. So in the healthcare sector and MedTech sector, the Indian standards are developed by this specific department and its technical committees in the country. With the onset of MDR rules 2017, these Indian standards for medical devices per se became kind of mandatory in nature. With that, though we make Indian standards to meet the particular needs of the industry, but BIS also realizes the importance of harmonization of Indian standards with international standards to eliminate the technical barriers to trade and also to ensure that there is better patient access to advanced medical technologies. So I would just want to say that harmonization of Indian standards with international standards is intrinsic to our procedure of standard formulation. Okay. So Indian standard can be an indigenous standard developed by the country itself. It could be an adoption of ISO or IEC standard by virtue of BIS being a member of these international standard setting bodies. And while developing Indian standard, we also take care of the requirements that are set in other global standards like maybe in CEN or ASTM. So with the reference of BIS standards in the MDR rule, we also started looking into the fact that what are the international standards and whether our Indian standards are actually harmonized and aligned with them. So I would be happy to announce that 45% of the total Indian standards that have been developed in this sector are harmonized with the corresponding international standards. And this also includes standards where we don't have an international standard. So when we look at the subjects on which there are international standards and there are Indian standards, around 75% of the Indian standards are harmonized with the international standards.